KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
I like that.
Me too. It sounds great.
Hello, world. Hello, family. Welcome to the E Factor Radio Show. I know if you're out there looking, you probably see where it says the E Factor Radio Network 1 year anniversary. Well, that's what it is. If you notice, we started off, we had the E Factor show, but we'll explain about the network part a little later. But it's been 1 year. Doesn't seem like it's been that long.
It doesn't. It went by really fast.
I know, and it's amazing when you think about it. You know, even before you came, I think about my journey to radio. Mm-hmm. Because this is what they call, the word serendipitous. Mm-hmm. You know, that's our word of the month, serendipitous. And so what happened is the way I got into radio, it was by accident. And, you know, it was because I know I had met a young lady, Brianna Prince, mm-hmm. at an event. And months later, she called me back. She called me, rather, and goes, hey, I'm doing this radio show. And I want to know, do you want to come on the show? I go, well, I don't know what's the show about. She goes, it's about entrepreneurs. I was like, entrepreneurs? She goes, yeah, entrepreneurs, how you get started and all that stuff. I go, well, you know, first thing you always ask people is what? How much?
Right.
How much? Oh, she goes, no, it's just my show and this and that. I goes, okay, all right, yeah, I'll come on there. And so when I came on, you know, I was all nervous and stuff, and she had sent me a thing with some questions on it. And so I'm listening, I look at it, you know, and then I started doing it. And then, you know, when the show came, you know, I'm like, I'm radio, this is nothing. But then even though it's radio and nobody can see you but the people here, I was like, no, I was like, oh my, this is different, you know. And so
you have to grab their attention by just what you say, right?
Yeah,
because they're not going to be watching you.
Right, and even then it's like, I was kind of nervous and stuff. And so we get past that, and then I called her. I goes, hey, Brianna, how did you get into radio? You know, so I thank her for that opportunity. How did you get into radio? And she told me, this and that. And she goes, you know, if you want to get into it, you know, there's the guy, the manager, his name is Ken. I goes, yeah, give me the number. But then I didn't think about it again. So maybe.
And was this a year ago, or that was before a year?
No, that was even before this.
Oh, wow.
See, that was the beginning of it all.
The beginning, okay.
Right. And so then about a week later, someone calls me, hey, you know, my name is Ken Powell, and Brianna told me you were interested in doing radio. I said, well, I told her that, but I mean, I don't know how interested I really am. And so he goes, yeah. So then he connected me with someone named Marie Waite. And that's when you started with me. Remember we was doing the Fabulous Lifestyle shows?
Yes.
Yes. And so anyways, Marie said, okay, I'll give you an opportunity. And so on her network, you know, she's very professional. If you know anything about Marie, she's professional. I mean, from top to bottom. And so I was like, wow, I was even nervous then. So I did like a little primo or preem thing. And so I'm talking, and she was and I was stiff as a board. I was like, she goes, oh, no, you got to relax. So I said, okay, I'm going to relax. So then I relaxed like that, you know, not much. And so then she goes, no, you got to be relaxed and you got to be yourself and this and that. And so then we did, 3 or 4 shows with her, you and I?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
We did, yeah. And so that's how it got started. And that was the beginning of it. And then we started doing our own show. Mm-hmm. And we even had the couple of shows that we did doing once the Valentine's show. And then we did Thanksgiving. That's how I know it was this month. Because our first show was about Thanksgiving. We had Maura Graber on here. And so I was talking with Maura, and I was like, okay, you know, we were doing Thanksgiving etiquette and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so then we did the Christmas show.
That was fun. We were outside, right? We recorded it, and then we posted it. That was fun.
Yeah, we were outside because we came to do the show, and the doors were closed and locked. We were like, oh, no, we got to go home. Our millions and millions of fans are going to be disappointed that we're not going to be able to do the show. And so then that's when we had the person who used to do my social media, Randisha White. Mm-hmm. She was there with us. She goes, we had all the stuff set up, the table. She goes, why don't we do it out here? We're like, out here in the atmosphere? We goes, yeah, that's cool. And so then we made it work. We made it work. We did the show outside the station. You know, wind blowing, it's sort of cold and stuff. And that was good. So,
yeah, that was really fun. I remember.
Right,
Memorable for sure.
I know, and then we've done all these others, and since then I've had different hosts, and they were all invited to come today. But here where we are, they're having a turkey jam. So the parking lot's full, and the weather's kind of bad, and the traffic's bad, so a lot of people probably won't show up. But the ones who are going to show up, we're going to make the best of it, because we have one here too, and we're going to bring him up in a few seconds to talk about how he got his stuff started and everything. And he's very professional because he did things before. But since we started out, we've grown. We even have our own theme music now. Joe, can you play some of our theme music? You know, we're growing. We're growing. Yeah. Why? Y'all listen up.
It's catchy. It's great.
You like that?
You and Debbie.
No. Actually, my nephew Jeffrey Lewis, he put this together for me.
Really? So this is like not heard anywhere. This is like.
It may be heard somewhere, but he put it together, and he did stuff. But we didn't steal anybody's song.
Right.
So just to let that be known. But yeah, but he put it. You see now. So when you hear this music, everyone, that means the E Factor. We're getting ready to come on and do our thing. Okay, thank you, Joe. Joe is our engineer. He's been here from the beginning, and he tells us what to do. Well, he tells me what to do, and I goes, Joe, how does my hair look? He goes, you don't have it. I goes, good, because I was worried about that. But yes, even now we've had different people come on here, and as you can see, it says E Factor Network. So we started off with the our show, because it would pertain to our Renaissance class. So we have the classes, the Renaissance Man School of Life Skills, Leadership, and Etiquette. And so when I said, well, Ken, after I talked to him, I goes, the only thing I can know about that I was mainly talk about is etiquette, etiquette, life skills, and stuff like that, because that gives us a broad band to be able to do different things. So people say, well, you're supposed to be teaching etiquette. I don't see you with any food or anything. I goes, that's just part of it. That's the least part of it. But then we teach people about life skills and all these different things that we talk about on the show. And so that's where he goes, well, people see the word etiquette, they're not going to tune in. But that was before. And so that's how the word E Factor came up. So that's where the title of the E Factor came from, the etiquette factor.
How long did it take you to come up with that name?
Oh, about 25 to 35 seconds.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were going to say months or something.
No. Actually, Ken came up with it because he was the one, because he's been in radio, I guess, about 50 years, because he's about 98 or something like that. So he knows if people heard something about etiquette factor, that they wouldn't want to tune into it.
Right.
And so we changed the E Factor. Then the mystery is, what does E stand for? And then that way you find out, And so we just do a variety of things. So what we're going to do first, we have our host, Jack Way, and she was here before our next person. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring her. Come on. Don't look like you shy. Come on. Get over here. Yeah. And just to let everyone know, we are having a party here. I mean, maybe later we can take a break and show you some of it. No, we can't, because then you'd be like, well, why didn't you invite me? Because we don't know you like that. Oh, wow. Nah, I'm just playing. But anyway, I'm going to let you say your own name. And
yeah, because he messed it up because of the way I spell it. I spell it Jacqui, which just means Jackie.
Well,
some say Jaqui.
Choquita? No? Oh, I'm sorry.
He's already starting.
Yeah, see, because, I see all these different names. Like people, for some reason, to me, my name is simple. Cornelius. And people go, Cornelio, And so I don't get mad. I go, you know what? That's good. I'm going to let you roll it. But anyways, tell us a little bit about when you came on the show and what you do. First, what you do. Because, see, we're versatile around here. We're not just limited to just one thing, so.
My name is Jackie Dobbins. I'm a revenue generating strategist, and I'm also the founder and head cheerleader of Much More Than Mentorship. And I created that so that people that look like us would be mentored aspirationally by people, instead of just those that have overcome things. They would see people that haven't been through drugs and alcoholism and things of that nature. They just took the route of hard work and achieved a lot of education. And so we have people like a newly retired 40-year math professor. We have people such as Cornelius. We have a forensic scientist. And it's a wide gamut. And so what we're doing is we are going to various schools and we're teaching them, the youth, that they can go through the same route, literally step in the shoes of those that are mentoring them and teaching them supplemental curriculum. And it would be a way for them to achieve whatever their goal is, their end goal for their lives.
Right, because
He, of course, didn't share with me that I was going to be speaking today, but that's okay.
well,
You have to be ready in season and out of season.
You know what? If you stay ready,
You don't have to
get ready.
I know.
So I know you're a person who stays ready.
Well, this part is true, and I'm not shy at all, so that
Okay,
works
I
for
know
me.
you're not. I was like, man, I hope she don't just keep going and going. I'm going
Oh, wow.
Stop.
Wow. This is what we're doing today. Okay.
No, but you know, it's right, because even on our show, we talked about, you know, when people have been through things in life and they do mentor people, how
Yes.
important that is. But at the same time, it's important for people who haven't been to know, hey, you have a space too, and you have someone willing to help you. Matter of fact, it was just a couple of weeks ago when we went there. What was that?
The Amazing Shake.
The Amazing Shake.
Yes.
No, we weren't shaking like that.
Well, I was, but he wasn't.
No, because they didn't have the right music. You know, they had, you know, I got to.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, but so with that, you had these kids. You explained to them what it was, because I enjoyed it so much. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Not to make it a pun, but it was amazing. Actually, it was chartered by Ron Clark. If some of you remember the Morgan Freeman movie, what was the name of the movie? I forgot the name of the movie now. It'll come
Hit him
back
with
to
a
me.
bat.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, as I was sharing, they had set up an academy over in Atlanta, Georgia. And what they do is they teach something very paralleled with what Cornelius is doing, which is teaching etiquette. And they teach you how to network, how to present yourself in various scenarios. So they had all these different stations set up. And so one of them, mine was actually a restaurant where the person had to come in, the student came in just cold, didn't know what I was going to say, what one of the other students, Alicia, was going to say, and they had to take our order. So I said things to them to throw them off, like, do you have a secret menu, you know, or then desserts or things that were not on the menu, to give them an opportunity to interface with us as adults. And when Cornelius and I were there together, we were there, it was at a table of three, a belly up table, and what we did was we were in the very front, and we gave the students an opportunity to come up and just network and tell us about themselves and talk to us and engage, which rarely do they have the opportunity to do. So it was pretty incredible.
Right, and then they had to ask questions. And so this one student came up and asked a question. You know, it was like, because, you know, of course we teach etiquette and all that stuff. The student came up and said, if your food fell on the floor, would you eat it? And, you know, it's like, what? And so I goes, well, it depends on how long the food was on the floor. You know, because there's the 3-second rule. I don't know, like.
I thought it was 5 seconds.
No, only 3, because, you
3
know.
seconds, okay.
But anyway, I told her it depends on where I was when the food fell and whether I would eat it or not. Like, if I'm at home where I know I clean, yeah, it's like, let's go, you know. But but if out in public somewhere, it's different. So that was my response. So I'm going to ask you that question. If your food fell on the floor, would you eat it?
You know what? No.
No?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
See, she's my people.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I told her myself, but man, depending on how long it
Would
was.
you?
I
yes.
told you, yeah. I said, no, I said, depending on where I was.
Oh.
Now,
so
if I'm
at home, you would.
Yeah, if I'm at home, you know, where I know the stuff is clean, or, yeah, my girl said at my house, yeah, at her house, if it fell on there for quickly, I'd be, bing, you know, but if it was someplace else, be like, no. Because, you know, depending on what it is, too. Like, if, man, that was the last bite. You know, sometimes the last bite tastes better than the first bite. Like,
my stars in heaven.
You know, and I do it. But anyway, so that was very enjoyable.
It was. And the crux of our program is that the mentors and the presenters are aspirationally inspired. So they are the type of people that the youth would want to emulate.
Right.
And so we are in that's our lane. That's our niche.
Right. And so I didn't get a chance to introduce you. Evelyn, Jackie, Evelyn.
Hi.
Evelyn's
Hi,
actually
nice
my
to meet you.
assistant with the Renaissance Man.
Oh,
See, so when we do some of those projects we be doing, she'll be there with us.
very nice.
Very nice. See, yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
You redeemed yourself.
Yeah. Oh, well, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna throw the sloppy ball first, then I'll clean up at the end.
I appreciate that.
So you will remember when I see you again.
Right.
Okay. Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break and we're gonna play some more of that jazzy music. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for coming. Don't leave because we got food.
I saw the yum-yum.
Yeah, you see that cake?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna try to put that cake on the screen later.
Oh.
All right. Thank you. Here we are. We're back. All right, we're back on air. I don't know if you see it. For those of you watching live, you probably saw that real quick that passed by. That was one of our lottery winners because thousands of people wants to come in here and watch the show live. And so what we have to do, we have to pull numbers because we could only have a few people here. And we don't want people to think, oh, well, they didn't pick me, so, what's wrong with me? Because, sometimes people get offended. They go, well, since they didn't pick me, I'm not going to listen no more. And so these are the lottery winners right here. So don't feel bad. We're going to have another one. And when we get ready for the other lotteries numbers to be drawn, you can participate.
She's one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, she's one of the lucky ones. We call her Lightning. Okay, all right. Now what we're going to do, we had, like I said, more people coming. But the E Factor Network, like we told you before, it started off just the E Factor show. Mm-hmm. That's us.
Right.
And so now the E Factor Network, that's more people. Mm-hmm. So we have another one. And I'm gonna ask this person to come here. We're gonna slide to. Do you know that dance song goes slide to the left, slide to the right?
I've heard it before.
Okay, but have you ever done it?
Not really.
No, but this is your chance to do it. Okay, let's slide to the right. All right, next, we have a person here. I've known him for a minute, but we're not going to say how long I've known him and stuff because then people are like, oh. But anyways, he came on one of our shows. And so I'll tell you what, instead of me telling you, let me bring him on. Come on, Charles Whitehead.
All right now.
All right.
Okie dokie.
All right, so Charles, when we talked, and when we met, we were talking about the show. And so I said, you know what? I want you to come on the show because you have some very special qualifications. And so what I want you to do, instead of me doing, I remember, so a lot of times people do it, they go, I want you to do it because that means that they don't remember. Mm-hmm. But I do remember, but I'm going to let you tell it about what you do and all that, and then I'll ask you questions in between.
Okay, well, first thing first. I'm a paralyzed veteran of America. Since, 20 years I've been in the PVA, Paralyzed Vets of America. So what I do is, this is going to take 3 shows, Well,
but anyway. We want you to cut it down to the...
To the last, okay. Anyway.
To the semi end.
The short version. So I am the president of the California chapter of Paralyzed Vets of America here in Long Beach. I am a songwriter, a producer. I make my own music. I teach songwriting, and my story is there's a lot. Music is my passion. Helping veterans and disabled people is my thing. I love music. I love people, and I love helping them. And so my daily routine is basically I go and work at a DJ. I go and DJ at a hospital, farmer's market. I do my thing with the paralyzed vets, and I'm just creating music and just enjoying life. You know?
I can tell because, see, I could tell you like that music. See, when you were talking, you were beating on the table, bam, bam. People like, was it an earthquake in California? No, that's him warming up, bang, 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 warming up.
That's it.
Okay, so, and also your PVA. So a lot of you already said paralyzed vets. For people who don't quite understand what that means, can you clarify? Because they go, oh, vets. And so a lot of these programs, because I had someone on here last week, from the last show from the Veterans Administration. He told about all the benefits and all these stuff right here that they can get that's accessible to them. And so can you just highlight that very briefly? Because we got a surprise coming for you, everyone, later.
Well, I'm not service connected, and there are a lot of veterans who are not service connected. That means they get a disability with the Veterans Administration, like the VA hospital. So and so whoever was on your show, they get benefits, like the VA takes care of you. Say you work in their service or any military for 3 years or 4 years or whatever, they give you benefits for the rest of your life, supposed to be. But then there are times when, like myself, I was reserves, but on my way home in 1982, I had a car accident, I almost died. I was in a head-on collision with a drunk driver. And so I'm not service connected, but recently I just petitioned for that. But what he means by people who have benefits, they're connected. They go to the VA. They get all their health care. They get, like paralyzed veterans means, someone who's either spinal cord injury, has ALS or MS. And so a lot of times they're in wheelchairs. So the VA takes care of all of that, gives, the people who are service connected, they get wheelchairs. They get all this extra stuff. People who aren't, we get zero. So I get my health care outside of the VA. However, I am very involved in the business of the PVA and the VA, and things are going to change. I'm here to make a difference, and I'm here representing the ones who are not service connected. And a lot of times, people are not service connected because the VA, and this is true, they make it hard for these veterans. Someone goes off, and and I know a guy who had his legs blown off. And when he goes to file for a disability, they get denied the first time. They make it hard. It's kind of like routine. First time, deny. And then a lot of times, you see all these homeless vets. A lot of them are eligible for care, but they don't want to go through the hassles. And they kind of say it's the little saying of deny until they die kind of thing. Anyway, without going through all of that, this is what I do. I enjoy life. I enjoy working with the PVA and the veterans and disabled people in general, because I have a whole history of another hospital that I worked in for the last 30 years, Rancho Los Amigos, which is in Downey, California. It's a huge rehabilitation center, and for 30 years I've worked in research, and I teach a songwriting class through there, so I'm enjoying life.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't know if the audience heard that phone ringing just now. Did anybody out there hear that? Huh? You know what that was? But tell the president I'll have to call him back. So, tell him I have to call him back. But, you say you're the president. So let me ask you a question. During the elections, how did the election go? I mean, was it really a brutal election? Did you guys go at each other's throat?
You mean as far as you're not talking about the U.S. elections?
No, I'm talking about you, because you said you're the president of the VA, right?
Well, I am. I'm the president of the PVA California chapter in Long Beach.
Okay.
So there's a national PVA office in Washington, D.C., and there are like 33 chapters. As a matter of fact, I was just in Orlando for their annual meeting, and just this past last week. And so there are like more than 6,000 members in the PVA. And so for our election, we have a local election. We have the members mail it in, so you can't, so we give them,
mail-in ballots.
Yes. So we send them ballots, and we actually have an election committee. And so the members would mail in the ballots at the post office, and they weren't open until the day of the election, And so there is no, you can't turn it into the office. You have to mail it in that way, you know, and it was a very secure vote. And we even, for the first time, had the patients or members who are in our in the hospital, had them vote, which is, you know, it makes a difference. So everyone should be able to vote. If you're in the organization, everyone should be able to vote. And we have, excuse me, 622 members or something like that.
Okay, good. But now, people are saying, ask the question. Well, how is he related, or what is his relationship to the E Factor Network? So he has a show now on the E Factor Network. And tell us the name of your show.
It's called the Cool Veteran Show. Now, see, because, you know, okay, part of it is image, but part of it is real. So I'm a songwriter. The word cool comes from, I wrote a song called Cool. As a matter of fact, Joe, I don't know if you have that up. And that's our intro music. So I wrote a jingle for our chapter. The name of the show is called Cool Veteran. And then I wear a fedora for people who can't see me. So it's part image, cool, you know, the song Cool. So it's part of my image, you know, like I wear black spokes on my chair. People think my wheelchair is fancy, and I say, it's just plastic, you know, I pull it off. So the cool thing is this is not going to be your typical, we get in here and talk about PTSD every day. No, we talk, the show is based on music, sports, veterans, and disabled people. So those four things. And I'm still getting it lined up. I have the president, our executive director as a co-host, and I brought in a new person. So the executive director is Martha Varela, and then I brought in Elizabeth Yale. She's a veteran. And I was in Orlando this last show, and we did it from there. And I had those two on the call, and we, you know, so I'm still shaping the show. It's kind of, this was, the first month or two was kind of getting it together. And so the Cool Veteran Show, you know, where the topics are hot and the people are cool.
Oh, and what day and time are those shows?
It's the first and the third Saturdays of every month at 2:00 p.m. right here at KCAA.
But is it Pacific Standard Time?
Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure.
2:00 p.m.
I want to make sure I can tune in. And speaking of your call you did last week, you called in and you did all that stuff, and it was really easy. See? So you're saying to me, I want to make sure I got this right, that even if you're somewhere else, you can be a part of the E Factor Network.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You can be in New York and be part of the E Factor Network.
Magnificent. Yes. We like that. Okay. With that said, because you know what? At 2:30, we're going to introduce everyone to a new member of the E Factor Network. And guess where they are?
Texas.
No, you see, Lightning
doesn't have any thunder.
Yeah, and you're not supposed
Lightning's
to
missing
yell it
her
out.
thunder.
There's 25,000 people here, and you blurt out the answer while they have their hands up. Oh, see what we have.
Wait, I have a question.
I have an.
Are you gonna sing for us the song?
What song?
The one that we played.
Cool?
Yeah.
Well, he can play it.
Well,
Oh, okay.
wait
I
a
heard
minute.
a snippet and it was really good.
Okay, well, we're going to give you your moment of glory, but this is going to cost you extra. All right.
Cost me extra, okay.
Extra. Okay, so look,
Let's
get out the book. Okay, but what we're going to do is, I don't know if we have our Zoom caller online yet. Okay, but whenever you get that ready, Joe, let me know. And Jackie, why don't you come back over here? Because our next caller.
Come on, Jackie!
Yeah. Our next caller is going to be on Zoom, and we're going to introduce you to her.
What's her name?
Well, her name is. Are we ready? No? Well, when we get ready, but her name is Jacoy.
Okay.
And so she's going to come on, and we hope we get her on and everything. And, you know, it's at 2:30, but she's not here, but it's not 2:30. But because we're on one time, she's on another time zone.
Texas.
Can I say that? But no matter what, when the time comes, we will meet her. And so, with this is just a few of the people here. And I think it's so good to be able to have all different people and all different things that they are interested in life, because that's what makes the world go around. That's what helps everything done. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people, maximize every opportunity you get. Mm-hmm. Maximize it. Use it to the best of your ability. Don't leave nothing on the table. And if you get rejected the first time, don't stop. Just keep going and going. Because sooner or later, you're going to get rejected and you're going to quit. Nah, I'm just playing. No, you keep going. And then, your thing is that if anything that comes too easy, it's not going to last. That's true. But once you work for it, you value it more because you're putting in work for it.
You earned it.
Right. You've earned it. You done did the sweat over and all that stuff. And so you're doing it. And I'm just going to mention a couple of people while we're waiting that's been very instrumental coming on as guests. Harold K. Weber. He's my pastor too, but he's a licensed family marriage and therapist, and he's came on and shared a lot of good advice with us, and and so now that we're waiting, since I mentioned therapist, we're gonna swing to my left, and we're gonna have you tell about yourself because you also are in that field.
Yeah. So my name is Evelyn Perea, and after college, I went straight into the mental health field. So I started as a TBS. Actually, I started as an ABA therapist, which is Applied Behavioral Analysis. I think that's what it stands for. So working with kids with autism. And then after that, I went into working with children's and teens with various mental health issues, and I helped them and their families. So I started off as a TBS coach, which I think it stands for Therapeutic Behavioral Specialist, and then I moved on to be a family specialist. So I helped the kids build like coping skills. If they were going through depression, if they were going through eating disorders, we helped build a plan to help them through that eating disorder. We help them with, if they're having anger issues or they're falling behind in school, pretty much everything you can think of. So that's the kind of like the field that I went to right after college because I studied psychology. And after, I'm still doing that on the side, but now I do a whole bunch of other things. But that is like my foundation.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. A few minutes ago, we talked about how when a student asked me about eating off the ground, and I said depends. And so would that be considered an eating disorder?
No, it will not be considered a disorder.
So that would be considered greedy?
Clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. Maybe if it was the 5-second rule, then it might be considered one. But since you subscribe to the 3-second,
that's all right.
2 seconds.
Because I was getting to worry about myself. I was like, man, what's really going on here? And
if you don't eat the food, that's an eating disorder. Or if you eat too much of it.
Oh, okay. So just like
it has to be a good balance.
Staying in that 3-second rule is just good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go take a quick break. All right, and we're gonna be back in a few. I'm gonna get up while we're still live, so they can still.
Okay.
Y'all can still talk amongst yourself.
Shows. If you want to host a radio show, now is the time. Make KCAA your flagship station. Our rates are affordable and our services are second to none. We broadcast to a population of 5 million people. Plus, we stream and podcast on all major online audio and video systems. If you've been thinking about broadcasting a weekly radio program on Real Radio plus the internet, contact our CEO at 281-599-9800. 281-599-9800. You can Skype your show from your home to our Redlands, California studio where our live producers and engineers are ready to work with you personally. A radio program on KCAA is the perfect work from home avocation in these stressful times. Just type kcaaradio.com into your browser to learn more about hosting a show on the best station in the nation or call our CEO for details, 281-599-9800.
And now, the voices of KCAA with an exciting announcement.
Want to hear NBC News or KCAA anywhere you go? Well, now there's an app for that.
KCAA is celebrating 25 years and our silver anniversary with a brand new app.
The new KCAA app is now available on your smart device, cell phone, in your car, or any place.
Just search KCAA on Google Play or in the Apple Store.
One touch and you can listen on your car radio, Bluetooth device, Android Auto, or Apple
CarPlay.
Catch the KCAA buzz in your earbuds or on the streets, celebrating 25 years of talk, news, and excellence with our new KCAA app.
Just do it and download it.
KCAA, celebrating 25 years.
Well, I've returned. Well, you remember earlier when you heard that phone ringing? I told you I had to talk with the president, and so I just had to go take care of that because, you know, there are still positions available in the White House. All right. We're connected. How you doing, Jacoy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me now? How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Doing well. Well, we're just sitting here talking. I don't know, did you see the cake?
Oh, let's put it back up.
Can you see the cake? It says...
Custom-made cake.
Well, I don't know if you can read it. It says... What does it say? Say, happy first anniversary E-Factor Radio Network. Mm-hmm. Yay. And so we're just here partying. Okay.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, Jacoy, we were just talking about how we can do stuff long range. And, you know, before your show comes up. Oh, did I let something slip out the bag? I'm sorry. Let me do this. Let me let you introduce yourself and tell us a little about yourself, and then I'll let the cat out of the bag. Go ahead, Jacoy.
Totally fine. Thank you so much, Cornelius, and happy first anniversary on your show. So major congratulations. So yes, my name's Jacoy James Pugh. I am founder and visionary of Ascension Magazine, which is actually one of 3 parts of the Ascension Media House. And so Ascension Magazine will be launching next month, December 15th, which happens to be near and dear to me because that's my birthday. Okay, I'm a fellow Sagittarian. And so Ascension Magazine is a magazine that is going to focus on providing a space, recognition, empowerment, and support to high-powered, high-valued C-suite executive women or those that are in the small business or enterprise state. So we are just looking to create a community of just ascension and elevation with regards to our mind, our businesses, and our relationships. So really, really excited about Ascension Media and Ascension Magazine.
All right. You know, because that's great, because I have 1, 2. Come on, baby. You see, I have 3,
Debbie.
but come on, Debbie.
Don't be
hurry up!
scared.
You're holding up the program. You're holding it up.
She's the backbone.
All right. Hi. All right. This is Debbie.
Oh wow.
Okay. Nice to meet you. All right. Anyways, so since you're in, where are you located?
I'm located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas.
Okay. So since we're here in California, how can these women participate or benefit from your program?
Well, the beauty of it is, even though I am physically in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we have a reach that will span from Dallas-Fort Worth to California, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Georgia, and Florida. So we are going to be in the southernmost region of the U.S., and we're very excited. And so, in fact, what I'm really excited about is for the very first issue, which launches next month, the very first cover feature is none other than Melinda Williams. Now, Melinda Williams is someone that has been in in movies. She herself is a producer, director, entrepreneur, author. She was Bird in Soul Food, in the Soul Food TV series. She was in The Wood. So she's a Hollywood actress and lives in California. So we've already kicked in the door. Really excited knowing that we are automatically bridging the gap between Texas and California just on that relationship with Melinda. So really excited.
Oh, that's good. But I'm kind of, I don't know, would I say disappointed, heartbroken? What word would I describe? Because you say it's for women, but what about me? I mean, I'm not a woman or not like that, but I want to participate with you in your magazine and your success to help elevate, because I too believe the same thing.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, and thank you for your transparency. So here's the deal. I always say that we want to connect with women or supporters of women, right? So that pretty much covers any and everybody. So even though the magazine is going to have a readership target audience of women, women touch so many people in a number of different ways, right? We are mothers, we're daughters, we're sisters, we're collaborators, we're colleagues, we're all of those things, nieces. And so if you are a woman or a supporter of women, there's a place and a space within our magazine for you. We have advertisements that's available. So if you have a business that you're wanting to promote your brand or your business, then secure an ad in the magazine. If you want to be a contributing writer and you are not a woman, we welcome that as well, because we understand that everybody plays a part, everybody has a voice, and there are ways in which you can help to elevate and to build relationships, be it man or woman. So like I said, there's a place and a space for everyone. But I have to give my girls our girl power, excitement and just building up that rapport and that relationship and letting them know that we are an extension of them and that we can be support system and a tribe to the women that are doing it and killing it in the game that they're in.
All right, good. Now I feel better. So now I do feel better now. It's like, man, it just, I don't know. But now I feel better. So I will be in your magazine. I will reach out and support that. And I have very interesting things. But before I go with my next bit of good news, I'm going to start from, because when TV gets you all backwards. I'm going to start from this way, and I'm going to go through the panel, let everyone introduce themselves to you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jackie Dobbins, and actually I'm a writer as well, so I'd love to pitch a couple of ideas to you. Yeah.
Awesome. I welcome that. Hello.
My name is Evelyn Perea. I'm a facilitator for the Renaissance Man.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And my name is Charles Whitehead. I'm a president of the California chapter of PVA, Paralyzed Vets of America. I'm a songwriter, a producer. So if you need a jingle, call me.
Uh-oh, here we go. I'm hearing something that I like. Okay, good deal.
And I'm sorry, and I have a show here called the Cool Veteran Show. So
very nice.
Okay, Evelyn, excuse me. Evelyn, you're very short with your description of yourself. Yeah. You're more than just a facilitator for me. Well,
I don't know which one to choose. There's so many.
I tell you what, you choose whichever one you want. Start at the highest one.
Okay. Well, I guess, okay, so currently I'm a program manager for 2 nonprofits where I live in the high desert. So I kind of manage the grants, and we give a lot of resources to our communities. I also am in the mental health field, so I've been a coach in the mental health field for almost 10 years. And now I'm glad I met Cornelius because I'm a facilitator for the Renaissance Man for the etiquette classes.
I love it. And Cornelius, thank you for helping her to really strengthen her voice, because here's the thing. That is exactly what Ascension Magazine is about. It's about disrupting the norm and giving a voice to all women. And so the fact that you spoke up and mentioned that you were in the behavioral health space, I'm also in the behavioral health space, and I'll talk on that a little bit later another time. But then I also have a nonprofit organization as well. And so by you sharing that, we already have 2 very things in common. So thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Right, and she'll be in touch. All 3 of them will be in touch with you.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
our great news is what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the E Factor Radio Network, and I'm gonna let you tell them your business. And this is our new member, our new family member. Welcome, Jacoy.
Welcome. Well, the big news is that Ascension Radio is coming. It's going to be starting up 2025. And so Ascension Radio will be here every 5th Saturday of the year, so of the month. So really excited about the opportunity. And Cornelius, thank you again for the plug. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. But more than that, on November 30th.
Yes, on November 30th, Ascension Radio will be alive and well.
Yes, she'll be debuting November 30th.
Show.
Okay, but since we're in a different time zone, see, we're Pacific Coast, so it's 2:00 our time. Yep. But for those of you listening in Texas, which we'll give more information, it's 4:00 your time.
Correct.
So we want to make sure, since we're in different time zones, that we get it right, because we all want to come out, we all want to support her. And the radio show is, what is it? 105.105, 1050 AM.
106.5.
That's FM. I'm talking AM.
1050 AM.
1050 AM. All right. And if you want to call in on the show, you want to see her live like we're seeing her now, where do we go to? Notice how I got quiet, because you don't know. You go to kcaaradio.com.
Love it.
And then you can see her live. All right, kcaaradio.com. Then if you go over where the video is, you can see her live. But what you want to do, you want to tune in beforehand so you can make sure you get her. All right, well, I know it's late there and you probably want dinner and we want to eat this food before it gets cold. But thank you very much and welcome to the family. I look forward to talk to you some more, Jacoy.
All right, now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, well, well. As the family grows, so do we. But we're going to do something. We're not going to go to a break right now because our time is almost up. But did you people hear when Evelyn said that she does this nonprofit thing and all these things? But we're going to give her an opportunity to share something, an event that she has coming up.
All right. So we want to promote a lot of health and wellness in the upcoming year. So we have this event that we're going to put on January 11th. From 11 to 2 p.m. in the Victorville Activity Center. So this is for the high desert people who live in the high desert, or if you have family or you would like to join us in the high desert. We're going to have food trucks, vendors. We're going to have, for example, some art, for the kids, for the family, a lot of health and wellness related activities. So it's January 11th at the Victorville Activity Center from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please come out. It's a free event. We would love to network with you. Also, if you would like to be a vendor, if you're a nonprofit or if you have a food truck or if you sell baked goods, whatever it is, you're also welcome to join us. So you can go to the Way Resource Center on Facebook, and you can find information there. So thank you for allowing me to share that.
Can I ask you what day that is?
It's a Saturday.
Are you going to have music?
Yeah, you know what? I think we have a DJ, but we can definitely have more than one.
No, I don't want to.
No, okay.
Oh, see there?
I'll go in. See what I can do. Given that my schedule is free, I can come by there and sing a couple songs for you.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, we need more people. We need, definitely, absolutely.
I see it.
All right, now you got to remember, not only did we hear you, but all of our millions and millions of listeners heard you too. So when the time comes, don't say, "Oh, I forgot I had to do this or do that." Okay, good. But you know what? Since we started our first show, it was about Thanksgiving etiquette. And so Thanksgiving is next week. Yes, and so we wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Yes. But our main season is coming up because after, Thanksgiving is more like family time and all that. But you have all the holiday parties coming up, Christmas parties, office parties. So a lot of people need to get polished. And so if you want some etiquette skills and you want a little to polish yourself to make sure you're ready to impress your boss, you can reach us at area code 951-238-4720, or email us at info@therenaissanceman.es. And we'll look forward to helping you out. As a matter of fact, Joe, next month, we're going to have a special dinner. No, we're not.
Why not? No,
well,
I'm kidding.
because we're going to have that today. We have today.
Oh, that's right. Today's
we're gonna have it
the
today.
party.
Today's the party. But we will be getting ready for that. And we'll have our stuff flyers and everything made up next show and all that. And then we're going to try to do more. And even with Jacoy right now, she has every 5th Saturday. But we're working on something so once our show gets going that we can add on to those days. And if you're interested in doing anything with the radio, and you want a show or something, you can also reach out to us at that same number, 951-238-4720, or email us at that same email address, info@therenaissanceman.es, and we could talk about adding you to the E family. But right now, we're getting ready to go. So what we're going to do before we leave, just so you can see if you really want him to sing at your event, we're going to let him sing a few bars.
Put him on the spot.
PVA, PVA, PVA. There you go.
All right, now, okay, but what we're going to do, how many more minutes we have left, Joe? 3 minutes? So we're gonna ask some more people in the audience. No. Remember, we pulled tickets. Come on. You didn't get the right ticket. You didn't get the right ticket to be on the show. But we do have Evelyn's parents here. We want them to come over here. Come on.
Yeah.
We want her parents to come over. And yes, we're taking photographs. The president just keeps bugging me. Let's hurry and finish the show so I can give him a call and let him know what cabinet I'm available for.
Debbie, come over here too.
Debbie, come on, baby. All right. Here's what we're going to do. On our 2nd anniversary, we're going to have a black tie event. We won't be in studio. We're going to be live. And on your event that you're talking about doing, we're going to carry that live on TV. On our show, we're gonna have it live. We walk around, we talk to the people. So you got to get ready.
All right.
All
sounds
right.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna go out with our new theme music.
Shebang! Hey.
Thank you, Inland Empire, for listening to KCAA Radio. Martinez Painting HD reminds drivers texting while driving is a leading cause of traffic accidents and fatalities. Do your part, put the phone down while driving. The life you save may be your own. That's a message from Martinez Painting HD, your complete painting contractors with a reputation for quality work at prices you can afford. Check out the reviews on Google and Yelp. Also, find them on Facebook and Instagram. For an estimate, call 760-617-6577. That's